Now it is. Tuesday morning, we're back in the garage. Just started emptying the new fuel tank that we don't know how long it was in there, and it looks like the guy had put rusty fuel from the old tank into the new one because we just drained it out and it looked rusty as hell.
Yeah.
I've just loosened the wheel nuts off so we don't struggle with them once the axles are on the ground. So we're going to start ripping this back one out now. Is that right?
Did you do front and back?
Yep.
Loose?
Yeah. Some are like a bit rusty tight, but I think this stuff's really good. Rust looser. How'd you say that in Dutch?
Rustlosser?
Rustlosser? Right, go on it.
No, that's not Dutch.
Oh, is it Swedish? Oh.
German.
Yeah. Right then. Okay, let's look at the rear end. So, we're going to remove the shocks. We have to cut this brake line off because they'll be all replaced. Ollie's just getting a drip tray because there'll be some brake fluid still in there. And then we're going to try and get these rusty bolts off. I have sprayed everything with WD-40 a few days ago, but I think we should have another little spray. And hopefully not too much aggro with these rusty bolts, otherwise we have a lot of cutting to do. But we're just going to drop the whole thing so the wheels will take the weight. Maybe put a bit more air in that tyre, because unbelievably that's gone flat. Can't believe it. I thought I had a few more miles in that bad boy. But you can see, like, now the tank isn't in there. You can see that's the rusty bit of the boot floor. There's a couple of little holes there. But I mean, the rest of it is a little bit there as well on that corner. But like generally, the overall, I mean, this isn't such a rusty Nova. I mean, the main rusty areas are these bottoms of the rear quarters, as you can see. But I mean, even that inner one is actually solid, which is crazy. This one not so solid. So I think I'm going to have to hand make those. And yeah, there's some more of the rust, but I mean it looks a lot, but compared to a lot of the other cars I've done, this car is pretty damn solid, I would say. What would you say? And look, I did a Firebird once, which, I mean, a lot of these American cars are very similar construction. And I did a convertible Firebird years and years ago, and we had to basically cut the car in half because the seals were rotten, the floors were rotten, these corners were rotten. But this, I mean, it's awesome. I'm interested to see what it looks like when it gets back from the water blasters. This has had some damage here, and there's some filler in there that I mentioned earlier. But I mean, even where there's a little bit of surface rust like here, overall it seems pretty solid. Inner arches, normally they need replacing. There's a rusty hole there, but you know, not really surprising. That's where all the dirt gathers and it dries out and then it gets wet and gets damp. So maybe I should stop talking and roar into action. We have loosened all the nuts, necessary nuts, and it's a bit dark under there. We have loosened all the necessary nuts. We have supported the rear end so it doesn't swing down. It shouldn't do because it's still attached to the leaf springs, but you know, we're being taking all precautions. These are undone. So we're going to remove it in one big go. The body is supported by these, what would you call these?
What?
These red things. Jacks.
Yeah, big jacks.
Big jacks. We're going to call them big jacks. So the whole body is supported by those.
Well, actually they're axle stands. Or they're...
Yeah, they're axle stands. Big bastard axle stands. So yeah, we're gonna start. I think you need to get a big lever in that bad boy. Probably quite sticky with those old
They're already moving.
rubbers, right? Have they moved already?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they have. Cool. This car seems to be. I don't want to jinx it again, but everything's kind of falling apart again really nicely.
Every time you say that, it's getting hard. Gets harder.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it. Right, Ollie, give us an update.
Okay. Well, the axle's out. We're gonna lift it out in a sec, and then the whole back end's stripped.
It didn't actually go too bad, did it? We got the leaf springs off. We jacked the body up with these stands and a piece of 50 by 50. So we're just going to drop the car down now and lift the axle out. It's all coming apart, and now we're going to go for lunch because we've earned it, and then we're going to get the front clip off. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. What do you say?
Easy peasy.
There it is, axle-less. So we've just dumped everything outside. We're going to do a scrap load because obviously exhaust, bits and pieces like that. And we'll put all this stuff in storage. You can't see, but it's so dirty inside there. I'm guessing that the guy must have emptied the old fuel out of the rusty tank and put it straight in there. I can't think of another thing, but here it is. It's like it's floating. Oh, that's close. Right, we just come back after a 4-hour lunch break, and we're going to move these stands back, because when we remove the front subframe, it's likely that there's too much weight over the back, so it could flip up like this. So we're going to use these jack stands again. We're just going to take the weight off of here and just move it back to as far back as we can, and then hopefully when we remove this, it's not going to seesaw and flip over. That's the idea, right?
Better idea.
Go on. Ollie's got a better idea.
What if we use these big ones and put it exactly where the wheels were? Because you can get these out here and then put the beam in here.
But isn't that going to then sit too low at the back? I think the seals are going to hit the lift.
And you're going to put this and this under there and all the way. Then we're not going to tip it. And this can hold 6 tons each.
Let's do that then.
Because then we're holding it here.
Yeah, and then I have space to put the frame in.
Then you can build the frame under it easy.
Yeah. And it'd be good if the car's high enough that I can fit the frame to the car and the wheels are dangling in the air, and then we just take the braces out and then it's on the wheels.
And then, yeah.
Alright, so we have this bar here we can use.
Okay. Right here. Wait, yeah.
That's nice.
Oh, nice.
That cleaned my ears out,
Yeah.
that did.
Brush my teeth too.
Oh, look at this boy work.
Huh?
Look at this boy work. Who put a firework up your ass?
I just bought fireworks.
Okay,
There.
that's perfect.
They're free?
Yeah.
Okay.
So now if we
Wow. It is not holding any, the weight, there's no weight on the front, you can just push it up.
Right, I have an idea.
Uh-oh.
Which strap? Oh, it doesn't really matter, does it? Take those out.
What?
Okay, we'll put a strap on here.
Yeah?
Stop it flipping over.
Yeah?
And then we'll take these out and lower it down.
That's enough, just a second. With it?
So if I go like this, do you want to take those out?
Yeah.
And then I think.
Oh, that's great.
Tell us what just happened, Ollie.
So we were taking this out, took this front clip off, and then we rolled it over the lift here, over the
So we
box.
decided not to take these out because we're such manly men. Manly men.
And they rolled it over here with the front clip, but of course we couldn't get it far enough and couldn't get it turned with all this stuff here. So then we thought, well, we'll take the, first drop it all the way down, then Jimmy got on that side to cut the beams, and then he would lift it up, and we would take the lift up. And of course I was concentrating, when I was taking the lift up, I was concentrating on Jamie, not hitting his chin on this, because he was standing right here. And of course I took it too far all the way up, and I thought we dented the roof.
Yeah, so the car actually touched the lights. So we were like, oh man, we've got some roof repairs, dent repairs, but luckily, luckily this light is like where the windscreen is, and this light is just where the rear screen is. So we're all right. So
Yeah.
we got the front clip out now, man. The body is pretty much stripped except for a few bits, the pedals, the dashboard, the steering column, the shifter, but really little bits and pieces. And then we obviously need to strip all of this down because it's going to be blasted, powder coated, etc, etc. So yeah, is there a few bits we need to strip off the rear end? Yeah, rear brakes obviously,
Rear brakes.
all that kind of razzmatazz. So progress today.
Oh yeah? A lot of progress.
Almost a step in the wrong direction after nearly knocking the roof on the roof. But cool, this is off. Ollie plans on putting this car back to exactly factory standards, like no modifications. And the whole time we've been stripping this, I've been trying to talk him into making some modifications. And it's not going too well. I think we should put a different front clip on, different front suspension, like this QA1 stuff. I would upgrade the engine a little bit, you know, just some naughty little bits on the internals, maybe a bigger carb or whatever, maybe a manual. Manual would be nice.
Fuck no.
But Ollie's, yeah, he's not buying it.
I don't want that.
He wants it completely standard and boring.
It's not gonna be boring.
But anyway. This is so weird for me to have the door open, and I've been in a t-shirt earlier because in Finland at the moment it's like -10 and it's +11 here, so 21 degrees difference, which is crazy. Right, let's get stripping. Right, we're going to call it a day there. We just started stripping the front subframe apart, taking all the brakes off. All bits and pieces need to come off, so it's all actually coming apart really well. And we'll come back in the morning and continue.